Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video I wanted to talk about something a little bit different. So the latest Monster High Alumni release was Holiday Draculaura, as many of y'all know. It was, I don't know, like a couple days ago, like last Friday, Thursday probably. And most people were not able to get her. And then I saw this post by @DisneyHighGuy on Instagram, basically saying that, Mattel cares more about influencers than they care about the actual regular customers, because most people were not able to get her on the official release date on Mattel Creations, but they were also not able to get her in person because it was only released at, quote, select retailers, which what does it even mean? Select retailers? Girl, just release the dang doll. Like, people want to buy this doll. Is there not enough good reason for Mattel to just release it widely and so all customers can get her? So it's a very strong worded post, but it has some truth. It has a lot of truth in it. It's so true, because most people just cannot get these dolls. It's the scalpers, the bots get to them first, and then in person it's impossible, because most of these releases are really exclusive to the website of Mattel Creations. Now, Monster High Alumni releases, what does that even mean? So the new Monster High Alumni releases basically means that it's going to be all the dolls that look like the originals. So they have the original G1 mold and not the new molds. So all of the new releases that have G1 molds are alumni releases, because they're meant to be, they're targeted towards the older demographic, which is the grown-up majority of us who used to collect Monster High and are now, young adults or, well in our 30s. So that's basically what this means. It's basically just a targeted separate line of dolls that have the G1 sculpts, just literally targeted towards the older demographic, which is the older fans, which we are. It's us. So that's what the alumni line means. And it's horrible, because all the alumni releases so far, which have been Holiday Draculaura, then we got Real Drama, and then we have the Pre-Productions. Haute Couture also, but that was always supposed to be more like exclusive, so I'm not really gonna count them in here too much. The website problems still apply to Haute Couture, though, of course, and of course the bots and scalpers getting to them first and selling them out quickly is still a problem that applies to Haute Couture. Just, Haute Couture was never supposed to be like a widely available doll product, but Real Drama, Crew Productions, these two lines which we just got recently, those two were never meant to be exclusive. They were never meant to be limited editions. Those two were meant to be widely more accessible for customers, but they are not. They're sold out right now on Mattel Creations, and I think otherwise in the US you're probably able to maybe get them online on Amazon or Walmart or Target. I don't even know, girl. Like, I think maybe if you can get them probably online, and if you cannot get them online, then maybe they will still be found in stores. Maybe that's a big if, because I've also seen a ton of listings on eBay, which is so expensive for all of these dolls that I'm talking about right now. But so yeah, basically Real Drama and then Pre-Productions, they were both releases for the Alumni series on Mattel Creations, and they sold out immediately, and they cost $27 on the website, and on eBay they cost like so much. The Pre-Productions cost the most. They cost like sometimes upwards of $400 for the whole set. That's insane. You're paying $100 for each doll. It's, oh my god. And then the Real Drama, it's a little bit better, but still, it's like, girl, it's like $200, upwards of $200 for all four. And that's not okay, because it's these are supposed to be widely accessible to customers, but they're not. So what's the problem here? Why is Mattel not fixing it? So many releases have happened already, and Mattel couldn't care less, or at least it's what it looks like, right? That's just what it looks like to us as the fans, as the primary consumer of their products. That's just what it looks like, because they're not changing it, they're not updating the website, they're not trying to make it better. That, as we've seen, is proven with the latest release, the Holiday Draculaura. Like I mentioned, most people were not able to get her because she sold out immediately on the website, and then in store, because of the select retailers thing, it's even harder to find her. And if if you do find her, it's probably likely that there's not many left of her. It's really, really hard, and that's really not what you want for your product when it's supposed to be accessible to a wide market of people. So this is bad. It's just bad from like a base standpoint. And why is Mattel not changing this? That post we looked at, they tagged Mattel, themselves, but I don't think they care. It's really honestly I'm flabbergasted, because we as customers, we are the primary source of income for brands like Mattel. If we don't buy the products, then they would run out of business, because they need to get money somehow, right? And so it's kind of disrespectful that they treat their fans this badly. And so let's get to the portion of like the influencer thing. So one of these comments, which I really like, which was actually from Jey, who's one of my patrons on Patreon. Thank you, by the way, Jey. They made a good point that I don't think influencers are like deliberately trying to flaunt their free product, but I don't get free products, so I don't know what it's really like. But I could imagine that once you get free PR, you're more inclined to talk about what you've got for free, so that you're also still on the good side of the brand that they give you free stuff of. Like if I was getting free Monster High dolls, I would obviously want to make it really, really well known that, oh, hey, I got this for free. Thank you, bestie. And then I would post the shit out of it. You know what I mean? Because you still want to be on the good side, and you want to show the brand that you're really making an effort to share this product and to get it to a wider audience. So you're also still on the list for when the next thing comes out. It's kind of like a loophole. It's like a cycle of it's the infinite cycle of it never ends, because you get something for free. You talk about it, you disclaim that you got it for free, and you're happy you got it for free. But then it's like, it's all these unspoken things that come with getting PR. It's not all good. It's also like, because you get PR, people look at you differently, and it's like, oh, they're special. Oh, they're, oh, I got, everything changes, and so I think this is not to bash influencers, and I'm so happy that was like in a comment, also by the person, Disney High Guy themselves. They wrote a comment saying that this is not to bash influencers, just because it's mostly just because Mattel really makes an effort to show that they care more about the influencers than they do about their actual fans, that are the most, like 99% of the customers are fans who don't get PR, and then there's the 1% who get the free PR to talk about it online to reach a wider audience so they get more sales. And it's weird how they're prioritizing the influencers, the people who get free PR, to make a better impression on them with the product than with the wider audience of people, of fans who would love to get the product, but ultimately they cannot, because it's not widely accessible. Now this is all just talking about in US. So everything I just said right now, it applies really heavily to America. I'm not even talking about international, girl. I haven't even mentioned like Europe or, Asia or any other countries. Worldwide, like overseas, girl, that's a whole different story. Like Mattel puts all the effort in to make a good impression. Influencers, America, events, this and that. And overseas, girl, in Switzerland here where I live, it's nothing. Like there's no effort put in like overseas, at least here in Europe that I've seen. No effort, and it's like they really don't make an effort to reach out to people, creators that are that maybe don't live in the US, so they can also get the word out more in international places. I really hope they change that, and that they also changed their whole strategy of releasing for when it comes to Mattel Creations and the Alumni releases, because as it stands right now, it is horrible. And I hope that anyone who wasn't able to get Draculaura, they will be able to maybe find them in stores. And for anyone who doesn't live in the US and who still wants to get her, then I'm really sorry for you. It's just a different story, because it's even less possible to get Monster High dolls if you don't live in the US. It's so bad. So I hope Mattel does better, and I hope that they receive the message with this post, and that they change something, because at the root of it, we as fans, we would love to get these products. You know, we would love to buy them. You know, we literally want to give them our money, but we cannot because of stuff like this, that it's the website crashing, or bots, or scalpers, or, you know, select retailers. What does that mean? Like, they're trying to make it extra hard for people to buy these dolls. Like, girl, why? It's like they don't need to make it this elusive and exclusive of a deal to get sales. Like, don't they realize that Monster High has such a huge fandom? They could just sell the dolls widely and still make a huge profit, like even more so. It's like they don't realize that. Why do they have to make it so exclusive and select retailers? What does that mean? We shall never know. It's like, girl, no, just release it. But I don't know. Anyways, I'm just babbling. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. I just saw this post, and a lot of thoughts came in to my mind, and I was like, I gotta talk about this, because you know, even if barely no one watches this video, I just hope that, you know, the people who do watch this video, you know, we can make an impact. We can maybe get Mattel to change or something. I don't know. It's maybe wishful thinking, but, you know, never say never, right? So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this topic because it really is fascinating how Mattel really does prioritize, you know, PR, influencers, which is fine. You know, a big brand like Mattel, they have to do that to some extent. That's completely understandable. But it's really, it's like they're putting all their resources and energy into that side of, like, into that PR side of things, and really they're not paying too much attention to, like, us customers who are like regular people. You know what I mean? It's like, girl, I feel like if they had a good balance, it wouldn't be as bad. But it really seems like they're leaning more heavily towards people who, it's like, influencers and PR, and like they're really putting in more effort into that side of things, and into the side of, well, what about the regular customers? You know, like, how accessible can we actually make it? And that's really odd to me, because again, a brand like Mattel, wouldn't they want it to make it as wildly as accessible as it can be? I don't know. Anyways, basically, Mattel, please change. We love your product. We want to give you our money. Monster High is an amazing brand, and we would love to support it. But if it continues on like this, and they keep on making it, you know, blatantly obvious that they really don't care about, you know, us fans that have been for the brand like over a decade now, it really doesn't help. Does not help at all. So Mattel, please change. Even just better communication, I feel like, would go such a long way. You know what I mean? It does seem like things might be looking up more, because we also have our first video here from the new Fang vote that's going to happen between November and December for fans to vote for the specific attributes for a new doll, like shoes, hairstyle, makeup, maybe like an outfit, and then, you know, it's almost like we're all designing a doll together with the lead designer Rebecca Shipman. So this sounds like a really fun time. So maybe it'll be a better experience with this whole thing. So I hope this works out well. I wonder who the character is going to be. Maybe we're going to get to choose that as well. Who knows? But yeah, it'll start November 4th, and be on the lookout on Monster High on Instagram to see more news. And of course, I'm also gonna let y'all know if anything happens here on my channel. So yeah, that was kind of a heavy topic, a lot to talk about, but I felt like it was also just good to talk about it, because again, maybe if we put it out there, maybe Mattel will finally change and do better, because it could be such a awesome brand. I mean, Monster High is an awesome doll brand. It's just Mattel, I feel like, just needs to do better, and it could be awesome. So what do you think of these new Alumni releases? What have your experiences been? What are your thoughts and feelings? Let me know down below. If you enjoyed, give me a big thumbs up as well. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already, so you don't miss out when I post more Monster High doll news, doll reviews, episode reaction videos, a bunch more content coming away daily, and keeping you up to date with the adulty you love. Stay safe and be kind. I hope this next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.